gosh, this plane, man. What year is it? I don't even know.
Yeah, I know, right?
My name is Brian Chase. I buy and sell business jets, turboprops, and helicopters so that I can afford to feed my love of flying. My wife Kim, son Thomas, and I recently purchased our own aircraft, a Sirius SR-22 that needed some love and attention. Join us on our journey as we experience the joys of personal flying, meeting new people, and learning how to become more advanced and more proficient pilots. This is the Chase Aviation Channel.
Can you hear me?
Terrain, system test, okay.
Oh my gosh, this plane, man. What year is it? I don't even know.
Yeah, I know, right?
Well, I'm gonna get to be able to. I can play with this on my own, can I?
You can.
Wow.
So this is a 1978 Cessna 414A that I purchased for my client there a couple years ago, 2 years ago, I think. And we searched long and hard for a really good platform, good bones aircraft that he could do this sick nasty Garmin upgrade to. It took a couple tries. I think we put 3 airplanes into pre-buy before we found this one. Even this one, we found metal in the engine and it needed an overhaul, which the seller paid for, and then Randy elected to do the other engine as well. So he's really got a unique 414, probably one of the few in the country
November
that's
75 Romeo, just stand by 1 more minute.
worth buying anymore. And he did such a terrific job with these avionics that I just couldn't pass up the opportunity to go fly it with him.
Sometimes I don't get the updates.
Yeah, I hope you like
Wrong
it.
date.
And a little bit later in the video, I'll go through
That's
what
easy to
each
do
of
on
the
ForeFlight.
avionics units are. Sit back,
They didn't
relax,
find
and
my
enjoy the
plan
flight.
this morning, though, either.
Number 675 Romeo is cleared to the Bangor airport via radar vectors Jamestown, Vares, direct. On departure, maintain 4,000. Expect 13,000. 5 minutes after departure. Correction, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 126.05. Squawk 5757.
And 75 Romeo is cleared to Bangor via radar vectors, Jamestown, Vars, and then direct 4,000. Expect 13,000 10 minutes after departure, 126.05 and 5757 on the squawk. 75 Romeo.
For 75 Romeo, the readback is correct. What runway and how long before you're ready to go?
That'd be a runway 25 and probably about 5 minutes. 75 Romeo.
November 675 Romeo, roger. You're released for departure and clearance void if not off by 1925, if not off by 1930. Advise Buffalo of intentions.
Yeah, it'd be a little bumpy until we get to about 6,000 feet or so.
Yeah, that's quite all right. I got rocked the whole way home.
You did?
Yeah. That was it. Started at 7. They put me up to 8. And then I asked to go up to 9. And it was just, they were building. I kept going up, trying to get above them.
Huh. You weren't in a citation?
No, that was in the Sirius.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That, when I was flying the Phenom, we were up at 33 to 41. That plane was so smooth.
Yeah, I know. I just have a hard time justifying another jet. Jamestown traffic, Chancellor 675 Romeo departing runway 25.
Airspeed's alive.
Jamestown traffic, Chancellor 675 Romeo, leaving the pattern northeastbound. Buffalo approach, Chancellor 675 Romeo with you off of Jamestown.
November 675 Romeo, Buffalo departure, ident, Jamestown altimeter is 2987.
75 Romeo.
November 675 Romeo, radar contact a mile south of Jamestown, leaving 3000, and one able clear direct bears.
Direct bears, 75 Romeo.
Or 75 Romeo, climb maintain 10,000.
And 10,000, 75 Romeo.
Oh, that's cool. That's there. I see. I was looking for a pre-selector. Huh.
Yeah, these radios are something.
Now, will you have individual CHTs and EGTs?
Yeah, so I have, well, no. Engine instruments are, the sensors are on each engine.
Okay.
But I think how they hook in, I don't think there's redundancy here. I mean, if this one goes out, that'll still show. I know that'll work.
But do you see each cylinder?
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay, yep. I'm used to, this is a bit of an adjustment seeing it horizontally. I'm used to seeing them vertically.
Yeah.
And you're climbing in indicated airspeed mode.
Yeah,
okay.
I usually climb, with this setup I've changed, so I climb in airspeed mode and I descend in vertical speed.
Yeah, okay. Airspeed climb is nice because you don't ever have to really worry about stalling or much changing on you.
Right, yeah, exactly. Boy, we might luck out with the climb.
Boy, that kind of did work out, didn't it?
Yeah. We're climbing about 700 feet.
November 675 Romeo, contact Cleveland Center 124.32.
12432, 75 Romeo, so long. Cleveland Center, Chancellor 675 Romeo with you out of 5,000 for 10,000.
675 Romeo, Cleveland Center, climb maintain 13,000, the Bradford altimeter 2989.
750, 13,000.
It's hazy.
Yeah, when you get down, it's not too bad when you get up about 10,000 feet or so.
Yeah.
I like the way these interact and stuff too.
I know, I'm so jealous. So you can update your route on here, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then send it
to there.
To there.
Or I can update it on there and it'll send it to here.
And it just does that automatically.
Yeah, it just says you want to accept it.
Okay, right.
Yep.
Cleveland Jazz 618.
Yeah, I had a few interesting months when I was getting dual GPS failures.
Cleveland Center, Rudder.
IFR.
Yeah, I remember you saying that. That's not good.
The two antennas, they kept the original antennas from the old stuff that I had in here.
Flagship 426, climb maintain level 270.
Why did you do that?
Up to 270, Flagship 426.
I didn't see them specified, but I just assumed they would come with the new GPSs. And he said, why would you do that? I just did $250,000 worth of new stuff.
Yeah.
And you $500 worth of antennas? Seriously?
Yeah, that's silly. I'm surprised that they at least didn't offer it as an option.
Yeah, I know. Because usually most of the stuff they did, hey, what about this, what about that?
Checking in with you at 8.3, going to flight level 230.
And that's all it was.
That's all it was.
Just interference.
Yep. They were not compatible.
Oh.
And you know, they kind of worked.
I'll have a shortcut here for you shortly.
Yeah, they worked, and they didn't work, and they were in and out, and we couldn't figure it out. I made 2 trips down there, and they couldn't figure it out.
Wow.
And then someone from Garmin said, you know, what about the antennas? And it's like, well, what do you mean? And I said, well, I think they're new. And I went back through the logbooks, and it didn't show new antennas. So I called them. Oh, no, we didn't do new antennas. Oh, okay. Well, why don't we just try that?
Oh, my God. And I don't know, what's an antenna cost?
It was like $300 a piece.
Yeah, Jesus.
Yeah, right? Right? It was rounding error in the whole project.
I mean, that's a learning lesson for people like you and I. It really shouldn't be a learning lesson for an avionics facility, you know?
Right. Yeah, I know.
How did you get the skies to part?
I know,
like
right?
That?
Locked out.
So here's a quick video, like a before shot of the panel when we bought the airplane. In fact, this is a test flight that I did, and in fact, you can see both the paint job there in both shots. But I have this video out on YouTube. I've never made it public, but I'll link it now so you can click the link and go to it. Anyway, so here's the panel, the full done static shot here. That's 2 Garmin G600s on the left and right there, and then the center it's 2 Garmin 750. Those are ComNav GPS units. On the top left of that stack there is the GFC 600 Autopilot, a GTX 345 transponder in the lower left there, and then a standard transponder on the right. And then also on the left there, you can just barely see it, as a Garmin GI 275 standby unit, which is an awesome little unit that will back up all these other instruments. He also did, which is probably the most impressive, he backlit all of the switch panels and breaker panels, and it is really amazing, the level of detail. I've never seen a 414 like this. Maybe somebody else has done one, but I've just never seen it.
Yeah, and I've got dual AHRs. And then I can
48,
switch them.
23,
You know, like if this one goes out, I can grab the one that normally is over on this side.
Radar 4823,
You
clear
can
center.
select the AHRs.
Set at 252
Wow.
foot at Greenville.
And that's got its own
Golf Lima
AHRs too, I think, right?
It does.
Correct,
275.
that one's built in.
Maverick, set at 250.
Can you autopilot off of that if you need to?
I don't think so. And then this
Okay.
has its own AHRs too.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Okay, so you lean to a fuel flow.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they recommend not leaning to EGT.
RAM.
Head.
Yeah. Yep.
So, I wonder, can I dive into these?
No, you can't change those.
Okay.
Those are all fixed.
But I wonder if I go into...
Engine?
Oh, my finger was over it. Yeah.
Jazz 878, are you with Cleveland?
878 through 176 for 230.
Jazz 878, Cleveland Center area, moderate.
Okay, so it's taking your
5
hottest
miles, 5 miles
cylinder
diameter, additional stall 11
and
o'clock.
outputting that
20 miles,
there.
moderate
Right.
to extreme precipitation area is
makes
10
sense.
miles diameter.
Cleveland Center, 58.
Oh my gosh, you have a range.
November 8-1, Alpha
there's
Uniform,
so much
Cleveland
stuff.
Center,
Wow.
right altimeter 2980, advise of any altitude changes.
I haven't even started using the vertical navigation, but
Oh my.
it'll do all your vertical navigation on an approach, and just let me know if you want some water. There's water back there, and
Okay.
you guys can help yourself. There's crackers back there. You'll just have to fish through all the drawers and cabinets and find something.
Oh, stewardess.
Oh, where is it?
Just look around.
Yeah, there's a bunch of cabinets back there. Just
You can unbuckle.
oh yeah, you can.
It's not like our plane where you're going to die if you do that.
Oh, okay.
Cabin class.
Yeah, there's a couple things that it needs, not much. Like the right mixture on takeoff is a little bit lean.
Is it?
Yeah, I'm just going to have them readjust everything, all the rigging on it, while they're doing it. And then I'd like to have them change the green bar here so that both of those are green. Because the left engine always shows, I think it's set at 60 pounds PSI.
Oh, okay.
And so it's outside of the zone, which isn't bad. It's not in a red zone, but I'd like them to bring that up to maybe 63 PSI.
Okay.
Just little tweaks like that.
Having the plane tweaked properly is a great way to be able to keep up with it, and like where you know when something starts going wrong.
Right. Yeah.
It'll want to talk to you, and it'll indicate things to you. But if you let stuff get out of whack, you don't know what you can trust.
Right. Right.
So.
And then they got to update the avionics. The last update they did. So I go from here to here with my charts, and then this one puts all the charts out on those.
Oh.
And all of the updates and everything, and that stopped working. And so now they say I got to use a card for each one. Well, I'm not going to do that.
Oh my God, that is kind of a lot.
Oh yeah, it's ridiculous. So I'm going to have them try to fix that. It's a known problem, and
Oh, is it?
they were working on a fix,
Okay.
which should be some kind of temporary fix that they have for it. Because this makes it so easy. I just get in the plane and
Yeah.
push a button, and it syncs, in just a couple minutes, and then you move on. And then when you're flying, it syncs everything else.
Right.
But I don't usually, I'm paying for the Jeppson charts for here and here, and that on both of those. And I don't really use them with this. I have my chart right here. For some reason, I like to have my chart here and then all my flying stuff up here. This just gives me a reference, ground reference. And,
right.
You know, when I overlay it on there, it's kind of small and busy. And then if I split this screen up and put a chart over here, yeah, see, it says chart's not installed, so I can't. Then it is kind of small.
It is, and it's taking real estate from.
Right. And I really like to have this full size of flying.
Yeah.
And the only thing I really need is the vertical speed. You're climbing and descending. When you do it on a partial screen, it's really hard to tell. It's just a little Cayman bar in there, and it's really hard to see. And if you're bouncing around, you know, and it's not very precise. And so
A3 Charlie Golf Radar, fixed area monitor.
When you go to full screen, that's going to be like
20 miles for about 5 miles on the route, and additional area monitor heavy precipitation.
Okay.
12 o'clock and about
so that little black
miles.
That
thing will slide.
10 miles in diameter. I'm showing you a little left, of course, for
well, I don't know. It might slide up, but it fills in with a number.
It's a
if you're going up or down.
Second area preset I called.
I don't think it
kind
moves.
of split the gap between
there is
areas of heavy preset.
There is a
but it looks like you're
Cayman
kind of
line
pointed right at one right now, about 40 miles out.
So you have the Cayman line.
Yeah, watching on the radar and just kind of
visually
skimming the top
if
here,
it's up or
but
down,
I'm going to go direct donkey as well, A3 Charlie Golf. Might need to deviate just a little bit right, A Charlie Golf.
A Charlie Golf, right deviation is approved, Dong, you enable, and you can contact Boston
but
Center
this
on
green
135.7, 35.7.
That's your pre-select.
Anything different.
So if I say I want to do vertical speed, I hit that, it resets that to 0, and then I can come over here and set a vertical speed.
2737, 6092.
Great.
But yeah, that was your pre-select thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
And sometimes you can use this up and down wheel, but I've kind of getting used to this.
675 Romeo, radar to fixed area moderate precipitation. It's 12 o'clock, 15 miles for about 10 miles on the route.
75 Romeo, we're looking at it, and I think we're going to slide just south of it, but we'll let you know.
Roger.
I've just kind of gotten used to using this bug over here as opposed to moving that up and down.
Yeah.
That's a little kind of tough to get to with the dash there.
Yeah, it's, you know, I can rest my hand there, so when I'm bouncing, it's not too bad.
Yeah.
But this one, you know, if you're bouncing, you're holding on to it, you know.
Right.
And I use this one a lot. But, I mean, when I was a kid, we didn't have any of this. You took off, and they said, there's thunderstorms from this coordinate to this coordinate to this coordinate, new moving northwest at so many knots. Well, where the hell is that one? I mean,
yeah.
And you had no radar. You know, and they tell you, but the stuff they had on the ground wasn't that good either. But we can watch this for an hour to see what's happening to it.
I know, it is.
It's just amazing what we have at our fingertips. And Boston Center, 75 Romeo would like a deviation 10 degrees right for a few miles.
675 Romeo, right deviation approved. Direct to Bangor when able.
75 Romeo, 10 degrees right and then direct to Bangor. It's probably going to be a little bit more because I called them a little late, but...
I was deviating like crazy today. I'd just tell them. I'm going 10 right for weather. Those guys don't get paid enough.
I know.
To put up with us like they do.
It's amazing how patient they are.
Yep.
And how friendly they are and stuff. It's pretty cool, actually. We're going to bump a little bit, but it shouldn't be too bad.
Look at that. Look at the cloud moving.
I know.
They're just amazing.
675 Romeo, contact Boston Center on 135.7, 35.7.
35.7, 75 Romeo.
Oh, that's awesome.
Altimeter 29886. Fly heading, flighting 080 vectors for the ILS 15 final approach course.
Left is 080, 75 Romeo.
2025, Rudder 51.
And Bangor approach, Chancellor 75 Romeo. We'd like the GPS to 15 if we could get it.
And 675 Romeo, clear direct O'Kippy.
Dr. Kippy, 75 Romeo.
75 Romeo. Previous arrival reported winds at 3,000 feet over at Kexi, 202 heading at 50 knots.
Whoa.
75 Romeo. And then what was that intersection?
O'Kippy, it's the T-fix for 75 Romeo of the RNAV runway 15.
I see it, 75 Romeo.
50 knot wind shear?
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Chancellor 75 Romeo, we'd like lower if we can get it.
75 Romeo, descend and maintain 3,000.
75 Romeo, 3,000.
Reach. And 675 Romeo, you're 13 miles from O'Kippy, cross Kippy at above 3,000, cleared RNAV runway 15 approach.
Cross O'Kippy at or above 3,000 and clear for the approach, 75 Romeo. Oh, that's good.
Wonder how long he would have held us for.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, if you're in a jet, you don't care, you just push it over.
Right.
Know? I try to keep my cylinder heads above 300. And then I bring the power back about 1 inch a minute. I baby this thing.
Yeah, you sure do. That's good, though. I mean, it's the Achilles heel of these engines.
Yep.
Oh, there's your top of descent right there.
Yeah.
Vertical track.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, your vertical track is alive.
Yeah.
This is the little eyebrow that shows you where you will reach the bottom of your descent.
Okay.
Our 715 Alpha Victor approach. Yeah, which runway do you plan on departing?
That's just
all right, we're showing extreme precip, just encroaching on the final approach course there for like runway 4, runway 22. 75 Romeo, contact tower 120.7, good day.
1207, 75 Romeo is on. Bangor Tower, Chancellor 675 Romeo with you.
Correction, number 675 Romeo, Bangor Tower, wind 17011, gust 19er, runway 15, clear to land.
75 is it, Romeo.
November 75 Romeo, last base report 500, light turbulence plus or minus 15 knots on final by a Gulfstream. That was about 24 minutes ago.
75 Romeo, thanks. Pretty good crab angle.
Pretty good, yeah. You can barely see your thrust vector anymore. It's hiding over there.
I know, right? I'm scared. Up on you, Maine. Your speed's a little slower than I like, but not bad.
Stable.
Yeah. Look up when we get on the glide slope. You can see the radar altimeter popped up. I had that wired into this. It's the RA right there.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's cool.
It's about 1,000 feet to go. 1,100 feet. Okay, the gear's down. We got 3 green. Flaps, initial setting. Box pumps on. Fuel. About 600 feet to go.
There it is.
Hazardous weather information, convective SIGMET 37 Echo, 31 Echo, Valentil 2355 Zulu for Maine, New England, Associated Coastal Waters. More information, monitor flight service frequencies. Bangor information, Yankees, current altimeter 2985.
Nice job. I got a little hairy there for a minute.
Interesting winds.
Denver 75 Romeo, left at Mike, and you're just going to the G ramp tonight?
Left at Mike, and we'd like to go to Bangor Aviation, 75 Romeo.
Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you really enjoyed that video. Hopefully we got some more flying coming up. It's getting it's wintry here, so I'm not sure how much more I'm gonna be able to do over the next month or two, but we got some big plans for this spring. We're gonna be going back to the Bahamas, so we'll do that video again. We're even planning to go fly across the country to go see a buddy in Oregon. So lots of interesting stuff coming up. Also, you can see my hat here. I had this style done for a long time. I'm thinking about creating a merchandise account so that people can go on there and buy stuff like this. If you're interested in that, I would love some encouragement to do it. So it's a lot of extra work, but I think the hat would probably be like 35 bucks or something like that. So if you want one, message us and let us know. Thanks for watching again, and we will see you in the next one.